What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 51 of NoFap. The time is 8 a.m. Literally 8 a.m. On my way to the gym now for back and bicep day. I'm gonna be honest. I'm upset. Not upset, I should say. I should be more specific. I'm angry. Angry. And why is that? Because I was reminded of a certain person today. A person that stabbed me in the back. And it just brought up a lot of angry feelings. So, right now, I'm currently angry. And, well, I can't say right now. I woke up angry. I went to bed angry, I woke up angry. And I prayed. I usually pray. My morning routine usually goes, wake up, pray to God, and then get ready to go to the gym. So I prayed, as soon as I woke up, and then once I got up, started getting angry. So then I started to recognize that my anger was turning. It's totally okay to be angry. In fact, I encourage anger. Anger is a great motivator. If you can channel your anger into something positive, keep being angry. Do it. It's great. But don't ever let that anger turn into hatred. And there's a difference. There's a huge difference. Because anger is like energy. It's like fuel. And hatred is just the wrong thing to throw your fuel at. So, you can be angry. You don't have to stay. You can stay angry if you want. But don't ever let it go too far. And I let it go too far this morning. Because I was so angry that all I had were violent thoughts. Like, I had violent thoughts and violent fantasies. And when it gets there, that's how you know your anger has turned into hatred. So, at that point, I just thought about it for a while. And this is what comes with mental fortitude. And this is what comes with mental this is what comes with mindfulness. It's when you can recognize that your anger has turned into hatred, and you can start to say, okay, this is what I said. I said, okay, you know what? I'll leave it to God. Like, that's God's problem. I'm no longer talking to this person. I no longer want anything to do with this person. And unfortunately, what caused it was like looking at my old friend group just to see how they're doing, because he's in that old friend group. So it's on me. Honestly, it's on me. I caused this. I could easily just block every single one of them because they're still associated with, I'm going to use nice words, a person that betrayed me. But that's on me. However, letting it go into hatred, letting my anger go into hatred is not acceptable. So I said, you know what? I'm going to leave it to God, because I don't care about, well, ideally I would like to no longer care about that situation. I want to be so far above it, and I'm not yet. I'm still kind of where I used to be. I'm still kind of where I used to be. I haven't made much improvements monetarily. I haven't made much improvements, well, I made quite a bit of improvements career-wise, but I'm still in that transitionary period of self-improvement where I still need to discover things that I need to change about myself. But yeah, right now, thinking about it got me angry, and then I started to hate. And so I'm just like, you know what? I'll leave it to God. Whether or not he finds success or fails, I want the result to either be he fails so that I feel satisfaction to watch him fail, because I'm not gonna lie, it will bring me satisfaction to watch him fail, or, and this is a more healthy one, I'll leave it to God so I can get over it. Like, this is no longer my problem. I'm just gonna give it to God. God, you handle it. You know that I was wronged. However, I'm gonna leave it to you, because you're the God of justice. You're the God of peace. You're the God of mercy, and all of these things. I'll leave it in your hands, because those are the most capable hands I can leave this to. So, yeah, I just gave it up. So I'm having a better morning, knowing that my issue with that guy is now in the Lord's hands. I feel a lot better. And that's not stopping me from being angry. I'm still angry, but I don't have to hate, because everything is in God's control. So I know because of that, I know everything will work out. So I'm going to use this anger to destroy everything at the gym. Well, let's be more specific here. I'm going to destroy my back and biceps at the gym. I'm going to work them out pretty hard today. And yeah, once I get home, if I have time, I'll make some food. And protein. Well, I'm going to make a protein shake, but if I have time, I'll make some food. And then I will have a meeting soon to talk to a talent manager that I'm looking to hire, looking to take me on. But I'll see if they're professional. I'm gonna test them. And yeah. And after that, I've got to I have to shoot an audition. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day, but I'm looking forward to it. So I will update you guys in a little bit, but for now, check out this workout. What's up, everybody? It's the post-gym update. I managed to talk to a new guy today. One of the regulars that I never really got a chance to speak to, and I finally did. His name, I won't say, but he's super ripped. On the older side, probably around 40 or 50. But this guy was built. And I looked at his arms and I looked at my arms, and I immediately, when I saw him, when I got the opportunity to speak with him, I immediately asked him, "Hey, how do you get arms like that?" And he told me what his workout was. So I'm gonna follow through. I'm gonna follow through with that workout. I tried one set of it. So he lifts his dumbbells like this, one dumbbell, just like this. And I realized how bad it burned my wrists to do that, because it was rubbing against my wrists. But, if he got arms like that, if it made him get arms like that, you might as well try it, But I managed to speak to, I approached somebody and I talked to them. So it was good. I saw La Hermosa Chica again today. For those of you who don't know, is a very attractive Latina that I managed to talk to, twice. And I did not get a chance to talk to her because I was nearing the end of my workout, and I would finish a set and I would be like, all right, let's go talk to her, and she'd be in the middle of a set, and I was like, oh crap. Well, not even in the middle of a set, she'd start a set even when I was on my way walking to her, she would be starting a set, and I was just like, well, that's just poor timing. And mind you, this is towards the end of my workout. So I was about to get ready to leave. So I did, and I was like, all right, let's do one extra set. Because I was like, I'm about to leave, screw it. Let's do one extra set and see if I find an opportunity. And I was like, all right, finish the set, go towards her, get my stuff, because my stuff was like on my way towards her. And she's talking with some other dude, and I was like, oh crap, well, I missed my opportunity. She's already having a conversation, I'm already on my way out. So, I bump into another person that I bump into one of the front desk people that I talk to pretty regularly, so I chatted it up with him. And on my way out, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, and I was already on my way out. I got stuff to do. I just gave her a wave. She said hi. So I was like, It is what it is. It is absolutely, that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. That's what I get. That's, you know, when I wake up this early and go to the gym this early now that I go to the gym this early, I'm going to catch her at the beginning of everything. So believe you me, I tried. I made an attempt. But I'm not going to interrupt somebody in the middle of the set because that's rude. And if she's already having a conversation with another dude, I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to just butt in and be like, hey, can I get your Instagram? So, I wouldn't say a missed opportunity because I was looking for plenty of opportunities to talk to her. And they just weren't there. And I got stuff to do. I'm not going to sit at the gym all day just to talk with this one girl. There's plenty of other girls around. So, yeah. I say that. I say that there's plenty of other girls around. But there's some of them I don't want to talk to. Some of them I don't want to, you know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just say, hey, you're pretty, even though I don't actually think you're pretty. Just to brighten up the day. I don't want to lie, but I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest. I'll tell you if you're pretty if I think. I'll tell you if you're pretty if I truly think you're pretty. If you're not pretty, I'm not going to tell you that. Get your hopes up. Because I don't think you're pretty. Other people do, fine, that's great. But that's it. I mean, it ain't me. It ain't me. So, I am, I'm going to take a shower. I think I sweat quite a lot. That was a really good workout, but I'm gonna take a shower and I am going to make some food, make some protein shake, and then get ready for my meeting. So I will update you guys in a little bit, but that was a good gym day and I managed to talk to somebody new, so happy about that. Update you guys in a bit. What's up, everybody? We're back. It is 8:01 p.m. I thought I'd make this vlog a bit earlier since I'm probably going to be talking a bit. But let's go through the timeline. Let's do this chronologically. So, got back home from the gym, ate food, had my protein shake, and had a meeting with the talent manager. And we had a very surprisingly brief conversation. She asked me a bunch of questions. I answered her. She gave me a bunch of info on the industry, and then, you know, asked me about my goals. She seemed pretty professional, so I enjoyed her professionalism. And she said that, and she gave me a bunch of things that I need to have in my portfolio. So yeah, I was good talking with her. And she asked me if I had if I could stay in. If I was available to fly to New York for auditions, which I said yes to, of course. But yeah, honestly, I was surprisingly short, but she stayed on topic most of the time. She asked me about myself, what I do, what my talent, my skill sets are. So yeah, I was pretty happy with how she handled things, that whole process. And she said that it's most likely a yes, that they're going to take me on. So, and she was going to discuss it with her team. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm actually quite happy. This seems like a very professional manager. So we'll see how it goes. But after that, I shot my audition, which was very easy. I had like 2 lines, and that one, I mean, it's up in the air. It could be anything, but I've had multiple callbacks already this month alone. So, unfortunately, I was not cast in anything, which would be really nice considering what I'm about to tell you guys. But you know, callbacks are still good. It means that, you know, they're very impressed with me. And it's certainly I crossed their mind as somebody that's a good actor, or at least good enough to be considered for the role. So I'm not too upset about getting callbacks. I think callbacks are huge wins. Like, most of my job is going to be auditioning anyway, so happy about that. But yeah, for the rest of the day, I was just doing research, ad research, and also my ads came in for my new product. I didn't like how they looked, so I sent in a bunch of revisions. Hopefully that gets back to me before Monday. But what scared me today was actually maybe like an hour ago or an hour and a half or like 30 minutes ago, but I checked my bank account. I mean, I paid a lot of bills today. I paid my internet bill. I paid HOA, which is such a weird thing to pay for. It's HOA. I don't know what they do. I'll be honest. I have no idea what HOA does. And I also went grocery shopping today, so I spent a lot of money today, and I was just like, let's just check my bank account. I haven't checked it in a while. Let's check my bank account, and I will tell you guys, I didn't like what I saw. I did not like what I saw in my bank account. I think that's the lowest amount of money I've ever had in my bank, and that worries me because that means that my business, if I don't have any money, I can't continue business. So I know that everybody around me would probably say, quit doing business, get yourself a job, and just survive. But look, there's nothing wrong with a job, and I'm gonna need funds, so I'm probably going to have to get one eventually. And even though I've been trying to get one, it is surprisingly difficult to get a job in Los Angeles. It's very surprisingly difficult to get a good job in Los Angeles. And ideally, I would want to do serving or busing in a restaurant. But what I guess I did not want to do was flip burgers. But I might have to do that, considering what my bank account looks like. I've also considered asking my parents for money, which I don't want to do, but they highly encourage it. Like, my parents have always said, listen, if you need money, we will send you money. And they actively encourage that. Something like, my mom calls me all the time, and when she said, and a lot of the time she says, hey, if you need money, just say so. We'll send you money. And I'm grateful to have parents like that. I'm grateful that my parents are willing to continue to support me through this business venture. Like, I've told them all about my business ideas. Every time my mom calls, she asks me about them, and I tell her how business is going, the things I'm learning in the business, how it's also affecting my career. Like, I tell them that, and then I don't want to stop because I know that this can work if I get good at it. If I continue to learn and make mistakes, but those mistakes and that data costs money. And looking at my bank account now, I could probably keep it going for, I don't even know, maybe like a week for testing. Maybe a week and a half even. So it's pretty tight right now. And I don't want to ask my parents for money, even though they encourage it, because I'm 28, and I don't want to ask my parents for money. It just feels kind of shameful, even though I'm working on a long-term goal, even though it's a long-term investment. It's such a conundrum. I hate asking for money. I hate it. It's the worst. I feel scummy when I do so. But I might if I want to continue learning business and stuff like that, I might have to. And I don't want to. I mean, they paid for, like, my parents. I know my parents are very, very well off. They were able to pay for art school without getting me, like, without asking for loans. My parents are firm believers of not not getting loans. So I know my parents are well off because they paid for my entire art school. And I'm basically doing business. It's not exactly a school, but I'm learning business hands-on, basically. And I have mentors that help me. The problem is, I don't want to ask them. And I don't know if that's pride or if it's pathetic. I don't know if it's pride, I don't know if it's my pride saying, don't ask your parents for money. Or if it's because it is pathetic that I should ask them for money. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is, but I know that they are more than willing to help me, and the thing that I just don't want to. I want to be independent, but I'm not there. And it's annoying. But I know that this can work, and it's something I believe in. Same thing with my career, because I know I'm good at it. And I know I want to get good at it. I know I want to get good at business, and that'll also help my career. I have my... The problem is this would pay quite a lot if I continue to do it. And with my acting career, sometimes that doesn't pay a lot. So even if you're good at it, sometimes it doesn't pay a lot. It all depends on who hires you, you know. But a business, it all depends on you. So that's why it's a little bit more, you know. But that's the conundrum I'm in. I certainly would want to, if I do ask for money, I'm still probably going to do something like flip burgers or do something to earn money, because I can't. That's just unacceptable, you know. So I'm gonna find something. I don't care if it's like a McDonald's. I don't want to do a McDonald's job. I don't want to do a Burger King job, but I might have to, because I can't find anything else. I can't find a nice restaurant to hire me, because I've been looking for months. And all the apps, all the gig-based apps have a wait list because of how many people that are doing it. So it's annoying. So I'm in a position where I need money to continue learning business. And that's why I said I hope I get cast in something that I got called back for. Because that would keep me going for maybe another 4 or 5 months of business, which 4 or 5 months is a lot of time to to make the mistakes that I need to make, and then find something that'll actually make me profit. All I need is one product with one good set of ads to basically make me earn back everything that I've lost. That's all I really need. But I can't do that if I stop testing. I need to continue to test things. So yeah, it's a tough situation I'm in. I'm gonna do the best that I can, but more importantly, I'm gonna leave it to God. I'm gonna leave it to God in God's hands. I'll leave it in God's hands. I mean, this is the path that I've been set on. And if it's not the right path, it's not the right path. But if it is the right path, which, I mean, I'm on this path, then I know He'll provide. I don't know how, but He will. But for now, I'm going to keep working as hard as I can. And maybe start trying to find that burger flipping job. But all that to say, NoFap today. Continuing on. NoFap for today was pretty easy, I would say. It's pretty easy. Few times where I felt urges here and there, but you know, I was a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission, so that really helped. You know, just remembering that you are, like, remembering who you are. I think that's all. I think we're constantly reminding yourself of who you are. Really helps, because what I am first and foremost is a child of God. That's unbecoming of a child of God. It's unbecoming of a Christian to do something like that. And then for my blood, for the bloodline, for what my father and his father had to go through to, and for me to be doing something like this is shameful. I would be dishonoring my father to do something like this. I would be breaking the heart of my mother to do something like this. If they could see me doing this, they would be ashamed of me, and that's unacceptable. So, I'm a son of God. I'm a Christian. I'm the son of my father and his father, and the grandson of my grandfather. I am the son of my mother. Therefore, it is unacceptable for me to do something like this. Just imagining them watching me do that is enough to be like, that's not acceptable. So, I think that it's true. I mean, to an extent, pride and ego is certainly a way to get to a man, or at least expectations is a way to get to a man. Like, honestly, you could say something like, hey, like, you aren't where you are supposed to be. You're supposed to be here, and you're here right now because of this addiction. That's all. Like, and you could be so much more. I think that's the biggest motivator for men. Is like, you are capable of so many amazing things, and yet you do this. You could be so much more. I think this is such a great way to get somebody motivated. A man to be motivated, you know, is just bruising their ego and bruising their pride and being like, you know what? Yeah, I am capable of so much more. What am I doing, wasting my time doing this? So, yeah, that's kind of why NoFap worked so well, is because I know that if the people that sacrificed so much for me were watching me right now, they'd be disappointed. What was their sacrifice for? I don't want that sacrifice to be in vain. I don't want everything that my parents sacrificed to be in vain. All the hard work that my father does every single day, I don't want it to be in vain. Ever. So, yeah. It's just a matter of trying to make my parents and my Father in heaven proud. I think that's what's stopping me. That stopped me from, doing anything today. Even though I had the urges today, that's what stopped me. It's because I want to make my Father in heaven proud. I want to make my parents proud of me. So, just remind yourself of that. Remind yourself of that when you start feeling those urges. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Let's get to your comments. Mike, I'm glad that you're renewing and reaffirming your intention of talking to someone at the gym today. You're a trained actor. There's no excuse for letting the real-life equivalent of stage fright to get to you. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Amen to practicing never fat for God. Keeping in mind that we don't earn our salvation through works. That's true. It's faith. It is faith that moves our works, not works that gain us faith. It's not it doesn't gain us salvation. We have salvation. Therefore, because of that good news, it should compel our works. So yeah, it definitely takes some reflection on why you're doing the things you're doing. But anyway, I believe that he still honors and blesses the sacrifice that we make for him. This one is particularly righteous, a unique combination of spiritual holiness and personal self-denial that requires vigilance and consistency. It's not something that one can do hit or miss. in a wavering manner. It requires single-minded devotion and self-discipline, which does us a world of good in the process. That's true. Especially while we're living in a world where sin exists. We need to have that kind of, like you said, single-minded devotion and self-discipline. When we live in a sinful world, it's constantly coming to tempt us. Constantly. It doesn't even have to be NoFap. You know, some people struggle with anger turning to hate, which I struggle with right now. Something that I never thought I would struggle with, but I do. And it could be any sin. It could be anything sinful that is very tempting and will constantly try to get at us. So having that single-minded devotion, having that self-discipline, like you said, Mike, like that helps us a lot in staying righteous and staying holy. And obviously we're not perfect. Obviously we're going to fall sometimes, but you know, that if we didn't, we wouldn't need Jesus. So we will try our best not to sin. We will try our best to self-deny. We will try our best to deny oneself and pick up the cross. But every time we do fall, we can be reminded that, you know, Jesus paid it all. And when we slip up, sure, we can feel that guilt and shame and all of that stuff, but it also reminds us how much we need Jesus. And that's the greatest thing about it. So, well said, Mike. I appreciate that. If anybody else has some comments you want to leave, totally fine. I would love to, I'd love to interact with you guys. It's a lot of fun for me. If you have any questions for me, I'd like to answer them too. I don't have a question for you guys today because this video went on kind of long, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff to think about for tonight. So after I edit this video, I'm probably going to do some deep thinking. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Yeah, I already said that if you have any comment or question, ask me below. I'm an open book, you know, and I like interacting with you guys. So let's have a conversation. Ask me something. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all for watching. Stay strong. Stay focused. I'm with you guys. I know you guys are with me. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.